I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Hey, Sam off. Check 25. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
On the double.
26 months. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Bravo.
Switch gears. Shoot. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Leo. Look at me. Score. Keep grip.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Flushed out right. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, watch the left. You better be afraid of me.
Hard. Hey, lock it.
Watch the twist. Watch
Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We want it. Come to my world. Wait. Crash. Watch that. Sponge. Tight dog.
From the gun, Perkins. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Look at me. Sit down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And Eifert has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for... First down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a Bengal first down.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Go. Watch the run. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got him.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Rock it. Keep gripping.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 76 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. He's going to air it out deep for... He's got a man. Complete. It's a gain of 34 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
You draw quarters.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch QB drop. There.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check three. Alert 3. Let's go. Come on. Check 37. Check out. Switch. No. Stay at home. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
On second down, it's Hines. And he's out right at the 25. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Kill. Hey, Wahoo. Kill. Turn up. Joker. Check 9. Check. Fresno. Out. Get it.
Throwing again. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Perkins looking for Campbell down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
I know you ain't got it. Mike, check. 59. Hey, Sam up. Leo. You think you gonna get this? Shot.
On 1st down, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Undercrush.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready. Just the outlaw. Mike 50. I'm coming after you. Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's on field. Hey, it's on around.
On third down, Perkins eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Perkins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robertson. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you better.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Haywood. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Ball. 26. Go. Come on, let's go. 26.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He completes it to Boyd. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Hey, exit. Show it up. Hey, lock it.
From the gun, Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Squeeze. Hey, switch gears.
To throw on third down. Herbert, that one complete to Hill. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also...
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone. But you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass? I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Perkins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Campbell making the catch. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got? Heavy, Heavy. What you got?
On 1st and 10, Perkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Check 13. Safe. He's checking. Crash. Watch that. Sponge. No. Tight up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Perkins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Airing one out for Boyd. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey, let's get going.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. From 21 yards away. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded about a yard deep. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Darius Leonard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Herbert gets this one to Hill. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Herbert. And able to find Green. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that's complete. It's Green here. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
You got nothing.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me. What? Check 3. Hey, alert 3. Check 4.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Johnson. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business, because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the book.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.